So looks like BitBoy Crypto is responding to everything, right? From all of his accusations. Just a few days ago, put out a video talking about BitBoy and him getting kicked out of his own company, and now it's evolved to the point where there's a lot of things going on. And he put out a video on the BitBoy channel. Actually, I guess the guys who are running it got this video and decided to upload it for him because they felt good about what he was saying. But there's a lot of stuff in there, and he kind of admits to what the employees and the people running this company said in the beginning, that he was back on drugs, having problems with them, acting out and acting weird around employees and stuff. So it kind of validates their side and invalidates his own.
First, I'm sorry. Sorry to the Bit Squad. I know I let people down. I know that. I've let my family down. I've let the Bit Squad down. I've let everybody down. I failed. I was so strong for so long. I've been at rock bottom before. I know what it feels like. I'm there again.
Obviously, he's emotional. This whole thing is going on, but I want to start off by saying I don't want anything bad to happen to BitBoy, but I feel like I'm gonna come at this at a different angle than how most people are. I feel like most people are sympathetic or saying, "Oh, this is good on BitBoy, good for him. This is amazing. Look at this. It's great." I don't really see it that way. Like, sure, great that he put it out, amazing. I don't think he needs to be praised for it. But what he's done is not good, right? Like, to say that everything that he's done in the past it's all good because he made a video. He was crying in the video, and it's just amazing. Could you imagine coming out like that? When he put himself in that situation, right? His own decisions led to that. He did that. He led to what he's going to get into, his affair on his wife, cheating on his wife. He did that. The decisions he made led to that. I don't think people should just be looking at BitBoy and saying, "Oh, he's crying in a video. It's so amazing. BitBoy is so strong. It's great. He finally took accountability." Well, did he? Because he actually had a phone call leaked that he was cheating on his wife. So people already knew. He really didn't have a choice. People already knew what was going on. He couldn't try and spin it a different way. He couldn't try and hide it. So maybe I'm just coming at this from a super jaded point of view, or the wrong point of view, or something weird. But I just don't see it how most people are. Most people are saying this is great for BitBoy. And look at him, he's so great. He's taking accountability, and I just don't think you should let him off the hook for the actions he did, because he made those decisions. He decided to do these drugs, steroids and stuff. He decided to do that. That led him to do other stuff, but the first point, the first decision was his, to decide to do these steroids that made him act weird. If he decided not to, wouldn't have happened, right?
The word relapse is an interesting word because I think the way I interpret it and the way other people may have interpreted it are not the same. I haven't done cocaine, haven't done meth, haven't done drugs like that. Didn't relapse. But I've been taking diet pills, and I've been taking some steroids, some stuff that I thought was helping me. It helped me get my body in shape. You guys know I was very out of shape. I was doing everything I can to try to do the best. And, you know, the thing is that I guess I was acting crazier than I thought I was.
And that last sentence there is the smoking gun, kind of, where he basically admits that the employees and people who originally kicked him out of his company were right? They were saying he was acting crazy, abusive type stuff, like financially destructive and destructive in the workplace to employees. So that kind of validates what they were saying there, because he says, maybe I was crazier than I thought I was, which is like, okay, I mean, I guess you're kind of admitting to it there, right? But again, he comes out and says that he's doing steroids to get in shape. And there comes a decision there. And I think it's important to separate the two, because you can say that this drug addiction thing and some sort of addiction is a problem, but he still decided to do it, right? Instead of doing the hard thing, which would be consistently working out, working hard to get in shape, eating right, instead of doing the hard way to get in shape, you want to take a shortcut. When you take a shortcut, you get a lot of other side effects that come with it, and usually they're not very positive. So I think we can separate those two, right? And say, these things, the drug abuse or drug addiction type stuff, that's a problem, that's tough to deal with, but we can separate it from he still decided to take the shortcut. He knew he had these problems, an addictive personality or addiction to drugs and stuff, but he still decided to use the steroids and do the diet pills and do this stuff and take the shortcuts instead of doing the hard work and doing it the hard way, which the hard way would have been better. Obviously, he wouldn't be in the situation he's in, and the results would last longer, right? If you take a shortcut, you're going to have to consistently take that shortcut. If you develop a habit, it's just going to eventually feel like another day where you're just doing what you've been doing for a while. So I think that's important to look for this too, where it's shortcuts don't pay off, and they usually come with side effects that are super problematic that create major problems for you.
Things were affecting me more than I thought they were. And everybody around it could see me, and I just couldn't see it. And obviously, a lot of people know at this point, and if you don't, you're going to know now, I had an affair. I did. And I know that I have a family brand. That's my brand, family. And this is my family. And I had an affair, and it went on for a while. And, the other person is not a bad person. I want to say that. I take full responsibility for all of this. And, what says family more than staying together when you go through something like this? And we're going to stay together.
Now we get into the part where he cheated on his wife, right? So all of this stuff, not only affecting his business, affecting his personal life too. And again, I think I'm going to have a different perspective on this than anybody else, because I've seen people super supportive saying, oh my God, what a strong woman for staying with him. What a strong couple because they can admit this and work through it. I don't know what cheating means to everybody else, but I think cheating is absolutely pathetic and the worst thing anyone can do in a relationship. It's literally worthless. Like, if you're going to do that, you've already destroyed everything. Like, there's nothing left after that. So, sure, I guess, I don't know, there's more going on with, like, a family. They have kids and stuff, but it's just, in terms of a relationship, like, cheating is cheating. It's a problem. It's not like, oh, God, you made a mistake. Oh, you slept with someone else? Oh, that's okay. We'll work through it. I don't think it should work like. I think that's insane to try and be like that. And I think it goes both ways. Right? If this was a woman cheating, I feel like people would be up in arms and saying, "Oh my God, what a absolute problem. He should leave her. He can do better. This and that." And it goes both ways, right? I think the same situation. If the woman was cheating, I feel like there'd be a lot more people saying, "Oh, what this is dumb. BitBoy is famous. He's got clout. He's got money. He can do so good." But when he's doing it, everyone's like, "Oh, it's so great. They're staying together. They're gonna work through it. This is amazing." Which for them, sure, whatever you want to do it, right? I don't care. It's not my life. I'm just saying in general, this cheating, like, I feel like it's different if the woman's doing it than if the guy's doing it. When I feel like it should be the same. It's pathetic both ways and should be treated as such both ways. We are going to hear from her. I think she talked. This is his wife in this video. She talks and says how they're going to get through it and everything, and adds on to what Ben was already saying.
I love him so much, and all couples go through hard times, and I believe in redemption, and I believe in hope, and I fully believe that Ben and we've invested too much in our relationship for either one of us to walk away. So we are committed to making us a priority and coming out a lot stronger as a couple and ultimately as a family.
So she pretty much reiterates what BitBoy said, working through it. They're put too much in this relationship, have a family, have kids and everything, which for them, great, happy for you, amazing. Do whatever you want to do. I feel like that's a line in the sand, right? Like, cheating is pretty much the worst thing you can do in a relationship. And if you do that, I mean, the relationship's over, right? Like, it's done. Like, what are you doing? It goes both ways. So, don't know. Maybe I'm insane for thinking like that. I don't know, because it seems like everyone's saying how great this is and they're amazing and oh my god, how much power it took to do this, and he's so authentic here. He didn't blame anybody else, but I just think that the whole situation BitBoy's in is because of his own decisions, right? So he is taking accountability, sure, but he really didn't have any other option. He had to. People already knew what was going on, right? I guess he didn't have to admit to being on steroids and stuff and acting different, or not even knowing that he was acting different. So, there are parts to it that are like, okay, good. He's not trying to blame someone else or trying to blame something else. But overall, did he really have a choice? He kind of has to do this. He's getting kicked out of his company, trying to probably show good faith, working with the guys in his company to try and work his way back in. I don't hope for anything bad to happen to BitBoy. That's insane to try and say, I hope he loses his company and loses this and his relationship, his family breaks apart. Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I'm just saying, in general, I feel like people are looking at this and saying that this is super powerful and it's amazing. BitBoy cried, but like the things behind it, cheating, I don't think should be celebrated ever. Even if you admit that you're doing it, I don't think you should be celebrated and say like, oh, it's so amazing. And if it was flipped, if it was her cheating, would it be the same reaction? I don't think so. But for the rest of this video, he goes into like talking about kind of himself, talking about making the most millionaires ever in this bull run, which, no, he didn't. Just like all these stock gurus didn't make millionaires. Jerome Powell did. He cut rates to zero, flooded the economy with money. Everything went to the moon, made a bunch of people, everybody made a bunch of money that was in markets. So, no one can say, oh, I did that. Like, no, the markets just went up insanely because the economy got flooded with money. But I do think that it's a different perspective. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I have no idea what I'm thinking. And seeing, what's going on with BitBoy and thinking about the actions that he did and how, it's affecting everything. But like I said, I don't want anything bad to happen to BitBoy. I'm not hoping on his downfall. I don't care. I don't care what happens with BitBoy. But it seems like, everyone's kind of rewarding this when I don't think that there should really be a reward for this. Let me know what you guys think. Am I insane for thinking the way I'm thinking? It absolutely could be. Maybe I'm super jaded on something and I can't see through that. Could be. But as always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.